it's going to do the same thing.
Okay. Just to for the last time, can we go over setting up the cold one?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm going to do some diving.
Okay. You don't want to see that. Okay. I'm gonna have it record. So
Let me just start it from scratch. So this being, say this is a raw tank, we haven't done anything with it. So this is your glue tank, you just filled up with glue, you're bringing it over here, you're gonna turn it on. So you need to unhook your main air line from your regulator. Put your regulator on. You're gonna hook up your short line, which is your glue line. You hook it up. Go down on there nice and easy so you don't mess up your O-rings. So that's on there. Now, make sure this is sealed, all that. Now you can hook air pressure back to it. It's gonna come up. Don't exceed 6
line.
bars. Run just enough where you need to. Then, so now we're to the point that we can send glue to the system. So you open this up, which lets the flow go to glue to the machine. You have another valve here. This is the valve you turn on and off when you're end of the day. You turn this off, then you can purge water through the other line, which cleans out the manifold and down to the heads. When you want glue, you turn that on. It lets glue go into the system. Once you're in the system, you're pressurized. Now it's in there. Then you turn on the heads that you want to use. Just like the hot melt, you go into your purge. Go into purge. Bring it down to purge. Then you can purge it here. Yep. You can purge it with just a straight on, or if you go into test mode, it's going to purge the way the machine is set up, so it's going to pulse.
Cool.
And then you're back out of it.
Perfect.
And
Now-
just the reverse of that at the end of the day, except we will turn on the water tank and feed from the water tank. Play like this. Oh, here it is.
At the bottom.
So this tank is your water tank for purging out the system. This is the one that hooks to it. Same thing, it's off, it's got water in it. There, when you want to use it, you hook the air to it. But the difference is when you turn this on, it's going to start sending water through the whole thing. That valve has to be off, or you could backfeed this tank if you don't have the air hooked to it, which you'll put water into this tank. If not, because if you aren't running the heads, it's going to back pressure the entire system. It'll come here. But that's how you basically purge it out. You just hook this to there. Now you're doing the same thing with water that you were with the glue.
Sure.
And then
But before we have to cut that
you
one,
have to
which
turn
is
that valve off so that it
valve
doesn't
off.
backfeed the glue tank.
then connect this to
Yep.
let it run. At the moment, it's running water, so we don't need to do anything.
Yeah.
And now we want to shut down the unit. We just shut it up.
When you're through, at the end of the day, you basically turn this off, turn that on,
Now for the hot melt.
the hot. You turn the power button off to it, which will shut it down.
Oh, lovely.
You come around here. No alarms. You don't really want to turn it off if there's any alarms on it. Then you just turn this switch off, the main power, right there. And you always want to turn the air off to the machine in case something happens with any of the glue tanks and they have air hooked to them.
And it
You
won't-
always want to unhook your air hose from your air tanks. That way air can't accidentally get in there, a hose break, and then you come in the morning, you've got 2 gallons of glue everywhere.
Sure.
Why the safety mode doesn't activate it while we just put our hand?
Because we're not running the capacity pocket folder system,
Just in-
and that activates whenever you put that system in there.
Tomorrow we are gonna do a couple of things then.